We've got 5 handstand forward roll drills that you can do at home or at a gym if you're available. My lovely assistant, Nyla, is gonna be demoing all 5 exercises so you can see exactly how they should be done. We've got a more beginner starting point with our forward rolls, and then we're gonna work our way down, getting more and more advanced with each progression. So first, let's take an overview of where we're going, then we'll get a little bit more in depth with each progression. So number 1 is a regular forward roll. Number 2, a box forward roll, which just means we're gonna start to introduce this 2-foot box and get a little more elevated. Number 3, box handstand plus roll, and then we're gonna be walking up the wall, rolling out of a wall handstand. Last but not least, we're gonna do the full handstand forward roll with a spot. So beginning with movement number 1, the forward roll. Nyla is gonna show us what it looks like. Her hands are gonna come towards the ground, and as her hips tip over her lever point, which is her hand, she's gonna tuck her chin into her chest really tight, staring at her belly button, which is gonna cave her shoulders, round her upper back so that she has a really smooth roll on the floor. So one more time. And when she stands up, she's gonna pull her heels into her booty, shift her shoulders forward, kind of like she's doing a sit-up, and that's gonna allow her to easily stand out of her roll. So, perfect first drill. Nailed it. All right, number 2, we're gonna take that forward roll and we're gonna get a little bit more elevated as we introduce the box. So Nyla's gonna start with her hands on the ground. She's gonna step each foot onto her box here. So as you can see, this is starting to simulate a little bit of a handstand position by getting her hips over her hands in this semi-vertical position here. Now very gently, she's gonna bend her elbows, really controlling herself as she comes down to the floor, tucking her chin, rounding her shoulders, and a really smooth roll out. That was perfect. All right, number 3, our box handstand with a roll. So we're building off of this same position where she is going to climb her feet onto the box, but this time we're gonna get a little bit more weight overhead as she lifts one leg up. So as you can see, she's gonna keep it really tight. We've got this really nice vertical straight handstand position, so it feels a little bit more like the full skill. Now, the same way she did her box forward roll, she's gonna gradually bend her elbows as she comes down to the floor, tuck her chin, round her shoulders and her back so it's a nice smooth roll. And then to stand, she pulls her heels into her booty, sits up so her shoulders are over her toes, and then she can easily stand. Do that one more time so they can see. That was perfect. So hands on the floor first. Step each foot onto the block. One leg overhead, then a very strict control down to the floor. Tuck the chin, round the back, perfect. All right, number 4, we've got a wall walk into a wall handstand, and from that wall handstand, we're gonna be practicing rolling out. So this is the first drill where we're getting truly vertical, and all of that body weight is gonna be over her hands as she prepares to roll herself down to the floor. So as you can see, we're using a big 4-foot box right now, just for the sake of you being able to see Nyla's position and movement. But obviously, if you have the space, I want you doing this against the wall in a safe, open area. So your hands are gonna come down to the floor first, kind of like in a push-up position. So let's come into more of a plank. There you go. And now you're gonna step each foot onto your wall, and you're gonna simultaneously walk your hands back, walk your feet up, until your belly is fully against your wall. Boom, now we're in a wall handstand. So just like our other drills, Nyla's gonna bend her elbows, control her speed down, tuck her chin, and gently, easily, safely roll out of that wall handstand. That was awesome. So do one more. Let's start from that push-up position. Good, walk your feet up, walk your hands back, move into a nice, tight, vertical handstand position against the wall. Make sure you have control here first, and then we can initiate the roll. Perfect. There we go, and that brings us to our final handstand forward roll progression, which is the full skill, simply using a spot. Okay, so I wouldn't have athletes simply go from this wall walk to a roll into a, hey, try a handstand forward roll by yourself, because they haven't quite put together the pieces of kicking up to a freestanding handstand plus rolling by themselves quite yet. So I'm gonna help Nyla with the first part. I'm gonna help her kick up to this vertical handstand in open space, make sure she has control, and then slow her down as she gets comfortable rolling through the full skill. So she's gonna start tall and tight, gonna kick up to a tight handstand as her spot. I'm gonna grab her legs, make sure she shows control right here. Now she's gonna initiate the roll by bending the elbows. I'm gonna help slow her down, and she can easily and fluidly roll out of it. Good, let's do it one more time. Tall and tight to start. Kick up to a big handstand. Perfect. And now slow them down. Boom. If you're at home, it's really great if you can use couch cushions or pillows for the gymnast to roll onto, because it just makes a little bit of a softer surface. Now those are 5 drills you can use to help you practice handstand forward rolling so you get a little bit better at gymnastics. Good luck, have fun, and big thanks to Nyla for a wonderful demo. Bye guys.